Next up, we have the superintendent's update. Dr. Swift.
Thank you, President Johnson and trustees. We'll move briskly through a general update of our work here as we wrap up the school year, the upcoming commencement graduation ceremonies next week. This is our final extended continuity of learning plan update for the school year 2021. And then we'll turn our attention to summer and fall. Just a few highlights. I want to give a big shout out to our Rec and Ed team, our Ann Arbor Public Schools nurses, our health specialists in Washtenaw County Health Department. Trustees, 430 vaccinations administered at Huron High School Clinic last Thursday, and approximately 300 of those were for our students age 12 to 15. So every vaccination is a step closer to having a full reopening without the threat of concerns with COVID. Excited to see that vaccine uptake among our students. Pattonville, their 12 ducklings were stuck in the drain, and we just want to give a shout out to the Ann Arbor Fire Department who showed up. You can see the ducklings there in the bottom of the trash bin as they were rescued and redeposited safely. The school has named them Cohort 4. So they will be forever known in that way. Just great highlights from our CTE. We just really appreciate our CTE teachers who've kept our students learning in career and technology programming this year, despite the COVID challenges. On the left, our home building students are out on the site working. You can see their progress. And then on the right, actually replacing a transmission recently. Congrats to our Slauson Science Olympiad. You can see some of the celebration here. And just a sidelight, they were awarded the Spirit Award at the National Science Olympiad Tournament. So not only are they competent and skilled, they also have a lot of team spirit. Had a great opportunity to join last evening. Director Stephen Lorenz, choral director at Pioneer High School. This is a highlight of a number performed by the graduating class of the alma mater. It is really wonderful to be able to see. I saw A2 STEAM rehearsing their orchestra in one of our tents, and lots of performing arts activities going on this spring. The next slide, you can see Community Ensemble, Director Quinn Strassel over at Community, live stream the musical of Working, and the students did a fabulous job. Here's A2 STEAM Orchestra. You can see they're working outdoors, and that was over the weekend that they came together. Congrats also to Huron Emory. They won top awards in the 2021 Interscholastic Press Association Awards. And you can see there Maya, Michelle, Clara, and Allison just performing beautifully. And the Emory just continues, as does the Communicator, to just win award after award at both state and national press and student journalism competitions. I had the great opportunity early this week to be out at Allen School as well as at Pioneer High School. I got to see both the Zooming in both third grade here and also in fifth grade writers workshop. You can see Carpenter and Slauson Project Lead the Way, as well as just want to give a shout out to Allegra, a seventh grade Slauson student who had a guest piece in the Detroit Free Press this week. She was at the unveiling of the Ford 150 and was able to tag along with journalists and to write her own piece for the newspaper in the 7th grade. So pretty impressive. We continue to wrap up May strong. It is a good time as our students who have worked so hard this year and our teachers really come together with our building leaders, our parents, and our community to wrap up this 2021 school year. We are now at 1.1 million meals distributed since March 3rd of 2020, and we have shared on our website. The papers are also going home with students so that our families know where and how they may access food distribution over this summer. And we'll continue this work through June of 2022. We're very grateful for that opportunity. Coming up next week, beginning on Tuesday evening, will be an outdoor celebrations for the class of 2021. I would be remiss, though, if I didn't take a moment on this final board meeting before the end of the school year to give a shout out to the 1,459 Ann Arbor Public Schools graduates. They began in kindergarten back in 2008-9, and I know that the board joins me in saluting them, and we look forward to a week of celebrations in honor of our graduates. Every single one of them, hats off, especially for what they've been through over this past year and a half of their Ann Arbor Public Schools career. They've lost so much, and our wish is that for everything they've given up, life will bonus them in the long run for those experiences and hardships. We do have one more community meeting tomorrow on the bond. So that is coming up at noon tomorrow on Thursday. Our summer enrollment is moving right along, and again, clarifying that 95+% of those programs are free. And for anyone who has difficulty with some of the high school ones that do require tuition, just let us know. We have more than 3,000 students registered at this time. Trustees, once we move through the coming week or so, it is customary that high school enrollment will increase once grades come out. That usually does generate more enrollment there. I believe Ms. Bacalor is doing a great job with summer camps. The team is. There are some spaces left, but it is filling up quickly. Safety Town, always popular and full. I will point out that we have another community meeting. I will be connecting with our community again tomorrow evening. This is a series of meetings we've been doing for several weeks, and I appreciate those folks who are taking time to join live and those folks who are watching it on delayed. In addition to that meeting tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., we also have sent out today the first of 3 opportunities to hear back from our community. It is very important, as it always is, and more important than ever, that we hear from folks. So there are 3 questions on the thought exchange that went out today. I heard from Mr. DeAngelis that there were several hundred comments and several thousand stars right away in the first hour and a half that was open this afternoon. So I really appreciate folks responding in 3 parts. What are the priorities, academic and social emotional, that you have for our students as you look at next school year? Secondly, what innovations and changes might you consider that we should keep as we move back to full operations? And then what other thoughts would you offer for us? The health update, as is always true, is at the end of this update. You can see we are now today on a 46-day decline in cases. We're all very grateful for that, and we hope that that continues. We will be continuing with a testing, COVID saliva testing event on Saturday, June 5th. We appreciate that that's a service that is helpful to folks and to families. And just responding to a question we're getting often lately, and we will be sharing this in our weekly update, specific guidance with continued use of masks and social distance and all of our Super 6 in our schools. While the governor has rolled back requirements, including masks and particularly outdoor requirements, those do not pertain to K-12 schools. K-12 schools, we are still following our CDC guidance, and we will be wrapping up these next 2 weeks of our school year with following the Super 6. So I do understand that we're getting that question a lot and want to make sure that we've clarified. At this final board meeting of the school year, we want to recognize the challenge that the school year has presented for our students, for our teachers and staff, for our parents and families. Folks have accomplished the work of supporting our children, all of our stakeholders, from kitchen tables, bedrooms, and basements. And as we move across this finish line of school year 2021, we know that everyone is changed and different, and that loss in many forms has impacted so many of those among us. And I just want to give a shout out with deep gratitude for all who have done so much to support and serve our students in making it through this school year. Congratulations, students. You've made it through one of the hardest years really in human history, and we're proud of the work you've done. It is my sincere hope that as we turn this page to a new chapter for 21-22 and move to a full back to school reopening in the fall, that we can find our way to come together to honor our students at graduation, the end of the school year, and to move forward in a positive and productive way. It is my deep commitment that I will continue to work hard every day to do as much as we possibly can for all of our students, our parents, our staff, and our families. And yet we all recognize COVID is not over, and there are impacts that continue. And yet we will continue to work as hard as we possibly can to meet every need that we can. So with that, I thank you, trustees, for the opportunity to share the superintendent's update. I'm happy to take questions, but understand that the hour is quite late. Thank you.
Just want to echo the congratulations to the class of 2021, also the parents of the students of the class of 2021, including our own board vice president, Trustee Kelly. Congratulations to you. I know this is a big deal and a huge milestone. So congrats.
It is a big deal. Thank you.
All right.